Here we go. This is another broadcast of New Black World Order TV Productions. We got our brother here from the Moorish community, brother I.S.L.A.M. And brother came through to drop some facts for y'all, to drop some science for y'all, and how he see things. And here we go. What's good, brother?
Peace, peace.
Islam, more Islam.
All salutations of all of our peoples. I'm gonna make it brief. Drop this jewel. This illusion of a corporation that we live in, known as United States of America. It's coming full circle. The revolution is upon us, whether you know it or not. 200 airstrikes already over in Syria, Israel, East, ISIS or whoever, whatever, ISIL, whatever they call it. We have to start researching a little bit further these so-called facts they've given us. The biggest mafia in the world. It's comprised of the Queen of England, the CIA, and the Federal Reserve System. And that's going to be over some people's head, so I'm just going to leave y'all with that for the moment. Trace your ancestry back, because man know thyself. You have to know where you came from to know where you are at and where you're supposed to be. Learn your languages, ethnics, math, science, chemistry, everything about this world. The more you know, the more whole you'll be and the more power you'll see come out of yourself. Speak shit into life. Excuse me. Speak into life. I had to work on myself some too.
All good, baby.
But every degree you get to, though,
all good.
it's
We
lessons
keep it real.
in life. Yes, we keep it real. We are street. We still street from Richmond. You got to be. Because it's a war zone out here, too. For real, for real. Your people, the people, officials, and the government.
Right.
Feel me?
That's right.
But like I said, I'm gonna drop that science right there for this one, and we'll save some more lessons for next time.
Okay. Before you go, I would like for you to drop some detailed breakdown science on what is Moors. What is a Moor? And secondly, for our audience, you know, what is it so unique about Moorish teachings that would dramatically and effectively change our people's condition?
Okay.
That's the second question. But the first one, what is a Moor, brother?
Moor is a way of life. Okay. We greet with Islam. We greet to the east. Our holy prophet is the last prophet known, N.B.W.O, teacher of a lot of other professors and psychologists. Farrakhan, Minister Louis Farrakhan, and his master before him, excuse me, I got so much in my head. But the Moorish ways, the Moorish science dates back civilizations before the Bible and everything. They speak on N.B.W.O. The Ethereans, if you know anything about the Nine Ether, Brother Malachi York-Il introduced the nation to this Nuwabian way too. We're basically ancient descendants of the people that were here that were supposed to have been discovered in this Americas, but the Americas was the Northwest, Southwest African or Mexican. And then over revolution and evolution, it became the United States Republic of America. So when you, science on that, pledging allegiance to the flag. When you do that pledge, it's to the republic for which it stands. So why the hell is they talking about a democracy?
Okay.
See, the Moorish ways are of the ancient. We are the original people, and it's all of our brothers. That's Asians, that's Africans, that's the Moroccans from the Easterns and the Westerns. That's before Pangea, and if you can date back, like I said, to Etherean days when it was spiritual beings. We are all descendants of one.
Okay.
That's where it comes from. Now, that excludes that Caucasus man. Do not get it twisted. He is not part of your family. That's the pure European. Okay. History can be traced in Bibles, Torahs, and Qurans, but that's for every individual to figure out for itself, find out for itself.
So Moor mean what? Like a dark-skinned, melanated person?
It can mean Moor means many things, but nine ether. You have to have the nine ether elements. You have to be melanin. Yes.
Okay. And what do you mean by nine ether?
The 9 major elements that made up the spiritual realm that evolved into this physical that we are today. We are 9 ether, and anyone that lacks the 9 elements are what you call 6 ether. They only have 6 of the major elements. That's the melanin 3 elements that make up the melanin in our tone. In other words, the sun is what gives us lights and run our body anyway on the waves. These people cannot stay in the sun as long as other people can, or they would die. That's a proven fact. They would die.
So in layman's term, what is a Moor? Like, if I'm a person, I never heard none of these terms like nine ether. I never heard none of these terms about republic. Like, in a layman's term,
indigenous,
what does it mean to be Moor?
Aboriginal, you have to be more is in yourself. I mean, like I said, more is in yourself. When you find your origin, your origination, that could be, like I said, from Western Africa to Asia. As long as you have a direct tie to original people of the lands of what they call now Africa, but it's Western and this is Eastern. That's where people have to get the histories connected together. Then you understand. When they say Christopher Columbus came to the United States and discovered America, but there were people there, he couldn't have discovered America. Those people were Aboriginal. Those are your ancestors.
Okay. Now, the second question. How can the teachings of N.B.W.O change our conditions? Like, you know, I could go on for days listening to issues that our people face. But a lot of the youth from New Black World Order TV and the people around the country and around the world, they're going to want to know, how can I apply this to my life? How can I actually change my life? Like, if I'm suffering from childhood problems, like from being molested, if I got alcoholism, I'm getting ready to get put outdoors, man, I'm looking for a job. Like how can in real time I can apply this teaching? Because I ask everybody that comes on there.
I'm gonna get it to you real talk. We're natural beings. Tell you the truth, you can't tell it. I don't have a place with my name on it. But one thing, like I said, I'm a free man, so I don't really all the time respect the government. I'm just gonna tell you, put my name on stuff, not me. I'm out here. I'm in the streets when I want to be. I mean, plain and simple, you know what I mean? If you're not in ownership of something, which is basically nothing, don't nobody own cars, you don't own houses, you don't own apartments, and then you're really just leasing and borrowing off of somebody else's. So basically, you can't escape the conditions of life. What the teachings of such N.B.W.O and Malachi Z. York Ills, and even the Wahabians, and I've congregated with Israelites, I formulated mine around everything I've been exposed to, is N.B.W.O told us the 5 points, the 5 stars of the flag. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. That's what we stand on at all times. That changed my life, period. That changed me from being a negative dude to go head bust or do something like that to looking at different situations different. I'm a single father. I raised my son.
So it taught you some form of conflict resolution.
Right. Discipline, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's not that serious, you know what I'm saying? Because whatever don't kill you only make you stronger. Okay. That's what is going to take you far, period.